how to travel Sri Lanka right now. So I have spent a little bit over a good month in this island nation, and I have to tell you, from the beaches to the mountains, driving around with the scooter, taking trains, I have been to a couple of different places, and this video will be the full experience. As you see, it's a good bit longer. It's, let's say, my travel documentary style, where I put together all the best experiences, my full Sri Lanka itinerary. So I'll make sure to leave down timestamps for you if you're interested in a particular part of the video. Let's say the beaches, certain spots for remote living where also you could stay for a couple of weeks, going into the mountains. As always, I got a world to see style, showing some amazing hotels. The value in Sri Lanka overall, I would say, is pretty high up there. And at the same time, it feels kind of adventurous, kind of a little bit more remote. And if you're planning to travel anytime soon, whenever it comes to coming to a new place, flying out to a different country, one thing that is truly essential is a medical insurance. So let me tell you about the one that I personally use. Word from today's video partner, Safety Wing. So speaking about being a nomad, being on the road, traveling, Safety Wing on the one side is fairly affordable compared to the competitors that offer a similar insurance value. On the other side, what really makes them different is just how flexible they are. So you can use it as a long-term travel medical insurance, travel with it. Let's say you're a nomad, you go to co-working spots, go through a lot of different countries. Safety Wing is for you. It offers worldwide coverage, and you can book it for however long you need. But with that also, if you're just going for a little trip, maybe Sri Lanka, a couple of weeks, maybe Bali, worldwide, whatever it might be, Safety Wing has got you covered. It's kind of like a membership. You can book it as you need it, or as said, use it as a long-term travel, a medical insurance. Of course, in case anything ever happens, they have a 24/7 hotline, so you can reach them at all times. And the process of getting the insurance is also very easy. You just go on the website, couple clicks, put in your name, your data, and within a couple of minutes you will have the certificate that with many countries you might be traveling to, they might want to see. Whenever any airport asked me about it, it was always super smooth and easy. And so with that, I will leave all the details, first things, in the description. Let's get back to this. Well, good afternoon. So guys, in around 20 minutes my train is departing to the, hopefully, what they say, one of the most beautiful beach towns in all of Sri Lanka. And of course, hello, no, I'll walk, thank you. It's right around the corner, the train station. Everything is timed, everything should be very smooth. It's gonna be my first time taking a train in Sri Lanka, so I've been so far 3-4 days in Colombo. Was a good time, filmed a couple of videos, got some work done. 1000. So guys, no air conditioning for me today, but it's fine. I'll stay hot. Alright. Originally Ukraine. Yeah. I'm Sri Lankan now. For the month. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. Bye-bye. Oh shit. Quite something. You would be thinking most of the time hanging out of trains you're gonna be the only crazy, but here it looks like it's part of common practice, which I like. So in the front, pretty much everybody is hanging off a little bit off the doors. Somebody has like a huge action camera peeking out. So yeah, overall I would say, actually, especially if you do get, let's say, a place closer to the door, it's actually quite nice, considering that all the drives are not that long. Like I'm going to one of the little bit further beach towns right now. I think I have found my favorite place in Sri Lanka. In the last video, we took the train down from Colombo all along the coast of this amazing island, guys. I have to tell you, I expected it to be nice, to have beaches, but this place is truly something where I could even stay for a bit longer. So today I want to take you along a little bit on, yeah, let's call it the beach paradise of Sri Lanka. We're right now in the city of Weligama, or let's say the beach town, very famous for surfing. And so the mission for today is gonna be to give you an idea of this area here, to show you one of the coolest places to stay around here, especially if you come for a while. Probably get our hands on a scooter, drive around a little bit. I've just been here a couple of days, so in many ways you're gonna discover along with me. Let's get it going. On the roof here of my home in Sri Lanka for the week, let's say like that. This is the outpost Weligama. As I said, co-living, co-working. The roof here is absolutely amazing. The view you get, the oceans, the hills, the palm trees. And so I would say before we head out, let me give you a quick idea of this space. So during the day, especially the cafe is fairly busy, but people here are really doing their stuff. Like, it's people from all over the world. It's a great place to also network, meet people. They have events every other week. Yesterday on the roof, they were doing some type of meditation. Generally a lot of also business-oriented activities. So this is my room. And I have to tell you, when I first came in, I was actually quite blown away. So the room, very functional here. We're having a little bit my setup. The good thing is in Sri Lanka, the Wi-Fi generally is, the Wi-Fi generally in Sri Lanka is decent, but can be not the best. Here at the outpost is actually pretty good. Got a little setup here, boom, nice little design, super clean room, good amount of storage, but obviously you see what it is about here. So we are literally staying pretty much right by the beach. I think it's like maybe 100 steps away or something. Like within a minute you are already at the beach where we started today's video. And just to have this open, hear the waves, see the palm trees, you can imagine when you lay on the bed, kind of like the vibe. Hello, how are you? Yes, yes. So guys, we got yesterday our hands on a motorbike. I picked it up basically from the neighborhood shop. They charged me, how much? Oh no, it starts to rain right now, does it? Alright, we're on 2 wheels. It's Sri Lanka, feels good, it's been a while. So I got the scooter from the neighborhood. They charged me 300,000 per day, which is 1,000. Not sure about the currency still, but around like $9–10 per day. It's okay. It's like double most other, like say, Southeast Asian destination. But I just got it for a day, so didn't bargain too much. Who knows? I think for a month people pay around half the daily rate. So yeah. Good to be on 2 wheels. Unfortunately got a bit cloudy, but let me give you a couple impressions of what you see around here in the area. Alrighty guys, so drove out with the scooter a little bit to explore the surrounding area. So again, beautiful, sunny, been blessed with the weather recently. And let's say it like that. Weligama itself is a very long beach. The part where I'm staying is nice and quiet. I think I mentioned it before. We're gonna later go down, see what Weligama is all about. As of right now, I drove out a little bit into the Marissa area. 5-minute drive, very close by, kind of like the neighboring town. Beautiful beach, amazing nature, a little bit smaller, a little bit shorter the beach, but like not lots of nice cafes. There's this like palm tree grove kind of like area. People like to take photos there. And overall, I have to say, it surprised me to the fact of just it reminds you of some other major travel destination because of how like nice the nature is, how you can, let's say, enjoy the beaches, have a nice cafe, but still it has its original unique touch of the Sri Lankan culture, which makes the place quite different. If you just come for the nature, it might look fairly similar to other places, other tropical destinations, but I really feel like a fairly unique flavor. You do have to say that tourism is fairly high, so it's definitely like, let's say, not a quite off the beaten path area. Very touristy, but still you can find accommodation in very quiet areas. And here right now I'm also, as you can tell, on a fairly calm beach.
mostly to myself. So I'd say let's drive around, let's see what we can find. Let's get into the town of Weligama. And so here we are driving through Marissa town. This is how the development looks here a little bit. So lots of tuk-tuks, good amount of restaurants, cafes, but still obviously very local.
Feel it coming, I feel it coming.
All right, thank you. Yeah, thank you, bye-bye. The best part is it's fairly affordable. Cappuccino, $2, nice little meal, $3. Nice. Drove through the tourist town. This is the Weligama of, let's say, the people that actually live here. So good amount of local industry. People go about their trade here, selling some things. Seriously, so much going on in this area. Pretty cool, I like it actually. Gives the whole place, let's say, more of a character. And yeah, let's see, let's pass here somehow. So you can get some clothing here, you can get all kinds of home appliances. Alrighty, and that is how the local supermarkets look. So actually pretty good. Passed by here, walked by yesterday, have everything you would need. Hello, thank you. So this is like fruit, veggies, milk products. So popped in here yesterday, personally eating mostly right now at the Outpost. They have an amazing chef. So, but get a drink, get some snacks, and generally with this kind of setup. Could also be living in Sri Lanka for a good couple of weeks, if not even months. And the funny thing is they sell the alcohol separately. So basically in every shop, sometimes even outside of it, they're selling the alcohol kind of like next to the shop, which makes it a bit like, you know, I feel like feeling a bit edgy. So whenever you buy alcohol, you have to go to a very particular place. Yeah, early morning runs, and then another run at around 2 p.m. to get the tan going. Oh yeah! So the beach is actually really good for running. I don't know if you hear me now, it's a bit windy, but the sand is nice and flat. It's a very wide beach and mostly all to yourself. Feeling good. To Galle? 155. Okay, how much? One. Well. Come back to Sri Lanka, guys. So we are here right now at the train station in a pretty beautiful beach town of Weligama. Fairly busy, fairly touristy, but I've had a really nice week here. Depending on when this video will come out, there will be a full video about it. So right now in the back, what you're seeing there is the train station. We're heading out to the famous historical city of Galle. It's around the 1 hour train ride from here. Bought the ticket here for 150 rupees, which is 50 cents. And this should get us there. So let's see, I'll take you along on the city. We're gonna be staying at a very interesting hotel as well. Okay, guys, so there it says it, the Weligama train station. That's where we are right now, and for some reason it seems like the people that are operating this train station, they are into their guppies. Funny. Funny. So guys, just got ourselves a ticket. Is selling some snacks on the right here. Hello.
May I have your attention, please? Express train.
We have made it. Gold. We just hopped off the train heading to the hotel right now. And I think it's gonna be good. So we're right now in the parking lot, I think, of one of the most famous spots in the whole country, more or less. The hotel should be a 5-minute walk from here. Oh yeah, it's already very interesting. Well, here we are. Hello, how are you? For check-in? Thank you very much. Ooh, guys. Now that is something right here. Let's see. Hello. For check-in?
It's a, tropical fruit.
Okay, I can try the tropical fruit
Certainly.
one? Yeah?
Very, yes.
Nice. Very cool.
This is our second floor.
All right.
Welcome to your room, sir.
Wow, thank you so much. That looks nice. And we even got the sea view, huh? Perfect. Wow.
So, with the tattoo system and all, you can use the tub also.
Let's see. Okay guys, we checked into our hotel, and you know, during this Sri Lanka trip I wanted to do at least one video about kind of like luxury travel, really show you in terms of hotel, in terms of service, how it is in Sri Lanka. Especially still to this day I hear some people talking about like, not sure if Sri Lanka is like a good place to travel to right now. And just when I arrived here I realized in terms of traveling, in terms of coming and visiting, it's so good right now. And just being at this place, oh my goodness. So first of all, really nice ladies at the reception. I thought to just include this hotel in this video, but I think we're gonna do a full Galle video, gonna explore later, and I'm gonna show you around the hotel separately. I mean, the room is super nice, super roomy. Guys, look at this view from here. It's absolutely unbelievable. They have a pool outside, and the friendly lady at the reception told me that this is the only hotel in Galle that is directly facing the fort here. So if you're curious to see a bit more about this incredible hotel, I think I'm gonna shoot the full experience. Maybe I'm gonna give you a little bit of a preview of it right now. Check it out. Gonna do something like a how is luxury travel Sri Lanka 2023 type of video. This is the LeGrand hotel. The room started around $100.
Morgonen gryr, de djupa skogarna tystnar. Natthimlen glittrar, dimman ligger till.
All right, guys. So here we are approaching the Galle fort, and I have to tell you, so I knew the Portuguese pretty much. So then, how you doing, man? Good. Gotta go, man. Thank you. All right. Alrighty guys, so we're entering the fortified old town. Just walked through the gate here. Check it out. So this is a little bit the map of what is going on. Yes, here we are walking in. Gonna be walking through all of that. Already have to tell you, it's really fascinating. So the thing is, in the 16th century, the Portuguese rolled up here with a bunch of ships and yeah, set this up. So that was like, what is it, 1600? So many hundreds of years ago. Then, a little bit later, the Dutch East India Company rolls in, takes over. Dutch stay here for a while. Then the British take over from the Dutch. Seriously, the history of Sri Lanka is truly fascinating, and we're gonna be walking a little bit through a bit of that. So this over here is the bank, and I have to tell you, the whole vibe of the city is really different the moment you walk into the fort. And just from reading it up, even long before the 16th history, it was always a port city, so all kinds of different nations used to trade here, even like 1000 BC. Whew. Wow, that is so far probably one of the most impressive, let's say, colonial heritage sites I've seen in all of Asia probably. So even got like an old car, I guess, somewhat for decoration as well. But you know, so far, okay, there's also in Russian, Restaurant Fort Galle, Galle Fort Restaurant. You know, many like old forts and things like that, especially in Asia, very often they just feel like a little bit of a tourist attraction. But here, so far, it just seems like a real village. So let's walk around a little bit. Let's see if we can get onto the walls. So here we are right now, approaching what we're seeing from the hotel all the time. The clock tower of Galle. Hello. So the man is selling some elephants there. Look at that. So good to know, this is what we're seeing all the time. Hello. This is, oh wow, look at that. Let's go there. So this is what we're seeing pretty much all the time from the hotel. I actually thought it would be like, you know, you would have to pay an entrance to go up here, but no. This is the fort. Do not touch the cannons unless you're gonna shoot. Wow. So yeah, you pretty much can just walk in here, stroll around as you wish. This is where I've seen people all day long walking around, and yeah. We have conquered it. Here we are. No, seriously guys, just climbed up here a little bit. So wow, what I really love is it's extremely well preserved, yet it's not like a museum or let's say purely a tourist site. There's local people walking all over here, and as you see, I just like climbed up from down here to not have to go the full loop. So it really feels very, let's say, authentically maintained, in the sense that you can just kind of like go about your day to day. And it's just, honestly, I'm pretty fascinated by different empires over the years coming through here. Everybody stayed for a couple of years, and then there's the question is like, what happened? How did the other people got here? How did they took over? What was going on within the different empires that they were weakened to the extent that then the territory has been occupied, let's say, by the Dutch until like 18th century or something like that. Again, by no means I'm an expert in these things, but just to reflect a little bit on how these grounds have been occupied and colonized for such a long time. And yeah, human history is a fascinating thing. And so yeah, just have to give them the props. How well they maintain the place is beautiful. Seriously, it's probably the nicest fort in Asia definitely I've ever seen. Okay guys, after another 10 minutes of walking around, I have to tell you I'm blown away. Blown away in the sense of how authentic the place feels, how spread out it is. It's a real town. Like there's the guy sitting there, I think he's praying. It's mostly locals, a couple of tourists. And I was just thinking, in some ways, in terms of the authenticity, it reminds me a little bit of Albania. the only place where I've experienced this, like, let's say, richness of just, you can like dive into a previous world without everything being like barricaded and having signs around them, and you cannot go here, you cannot go there. I'm pretty sure there's still people living here. I think there's hotels here. Somebody's drying their laundry. This is incredible. Seriously. What we're doing right now is pretty much rounding up the fort by the walls. We have got to pretty much the furthest point, which is the light tower here from 1938. So soon pushing 100 years. Let's see. Oh shit, that'll be a bit tricky. Oop, got that. So here, have to say, a good bit more people actually. But yeah, the more you kind of go down, the livelier it gets. Lots of street vendors selling different things, lots of different cafes. So I think as a place to stay, this also would be quite interesting, especially if you're traveling. Everything I've walked so far in a radius of half an hour is just like absolutely out of, let's say, out of a movie. Not one house, every single house in this old town. Wow. And the clock tower is a vibe. And it looks like we also ran into quite something of a public beach. And I have to tell you that surprisingly, even if in just like regular towns, the water is pretty clear. I mean, it's not Maldives, but it's better than most beaches in Thailand. Honestly, Thailand has great beaches, but not all of them from here so far. What's up, man? How you doing? So how do I get down though? That's the question now here. Oh shit. Oh, there we go. Let's climb down here. Up. Okay guys, and so we're walking into the town. Truly a hot day. You probably can see it in my face, but yeah, so this is how it looks here. Some houses on them have like numbers like 18, 60 something, 19. Arabic college. So yeah, it's kind of like a mix of, on the one side, shops, on the other side, just people's homes. Alrighty guys, and so we're coming out of the fort. Seriously, I think tomorrow morning I might be popping in there again for a nice run. I think in the morning when it's not as hot. And also what I've just saw is, I think this is one of the most famous cricket stadiums in Asia, because it's right next to the fort. Some guys are playing there actually right now. Yeah, let's go into a bit more of the busy town here. And guys, I would say a little bit, just to give you somewhat of a contrast of this city, let's go into what I would guess is the local town back there, just from the certain busyness that we're seeing. Let's see, it's red, but can I cross? Well, I am already. So the fort, obviously, it's very nice, very cleaned up, like beautiful shops, beautiful hotels, I gotta tell you. But back there, there's the real life, there's the busyness. I like it. So I'm just gonna enjoy myself here a little bit right now, perhaps gonna get a bit of the bird's eye view. I see the ravens, I see some eagles out of the window. I think I'm gonna join them with my little robotic friend to get a bit of a better idea of what is going on here. But yeah, welcome to the LeGrand Galle.
De djupa skogarna tystnar. Natthimlen glittrar. Morgonen gryr. De djupa skogarna tystnar.
Show you around. First of all, this already looks like a little, I don't know, kind of like has a little bit of a mystical vibe to it, especially the way the light hits. They did it really cool. Seriously guys, in the morning here, truly a vibe. It's kind of like you can stand here at the hotel, you can look out at the fort. Perhaps if you're short on time, if you're passing through for a day, walk over for 5 minutes. The rest of the time you can just soak up the vibes of history right here. So that is the pool. I would say pretty decent size. somewhere there is my room, I would say over there, and yeah, let's go check out their breakfast. Getting hungry. So they have a pretty large green terrace around, let's say, the breakfast place, and just pool. So I think this is kind of like considered their lower ground floor, and then you can kind of like walk up on the grass into the breakfast place. So let's see, where is my room? Yes, that's it. I see it by the tripod, and yeah, I mean, outside area is pretty nice. Might be a little bit too hot, to be fair, personally. Let's pass through, let's see what's going on. So as always, I'm a little bit late for the breakfast activities, and I'm sure everybody already ravaged most of it, but looks actually really nice. We got these nice columns on the top, nice little peaceful music playing. Cool. So guys, we have explored a little bit their breakfast. I have to say, like, a really nice minimalist setup in terms of like how it's set up there. Everything's a little bit spread out so it doesn't get too crowded. Yesterday was actually really busy when I checked in. Today a little bit more quiet. Sunday maybe some people already had back, and yeah, this is, let's say, the spoils of the hunt. We got a little egg white omelet, some chicken, a little bit of veggies, a little bit of carbs, a little bit of salad, a good amount of fruits, and so overlooking Colombo, I would say. It's time to head out right now. So next up is going to be the train station. We're going to be seeing what kind of train we can be getting to get out of the big city. Hopefully something new today. Perhaps gonna try their first class. Don't know how it's gonna go down. I saw there should be a train in around an hour. So yeah, this is Colombo. We shall see each other again fairly soon. For now, let's go to the train station and let's see how it's gonna work out today. You can buy at the station, right? Yes, one ticket to Kandy, 3:30? Yes, please. Okay guys, check it out. So blurring out any personal information, I guess. Sri Lanka Railways, 1,500 rupees, Colombo Fort to Kandy, leaving in around half an hour. So basically, we have our own reserved seat. It's the best what we can get. It's not a sleeper or anything, it's like 4 hours. Excited. Yes. You know which wagon? So there.
This side. Air conditioned.
Okay. Thank you. Love their uniform. So this is pretty much like a third. And honestly, if it wouldn't be that busy, it's actually quite nice, especially if you go more towards the evening. Just because like you can kind of like hang out the doors. I already have a video from trains hanging out the doors. Now let's hang inside a little bit. Sure exactly which is my wagon right now, but here, number one. Okay, so here, press the button to open, and it doesn't open. Okay, let's try one more time. Come on. See, it works, no problem. Let's see. Ooh, yeah. Air-conditioned it is, for sure. Okay, so first of all, good news, 50%. There is some type of power outlet, and I'm supposed to have a reserved seat. Let me try to figure this out. So first of all, this is kind of like the situation of the first class train. Let's say it like that. Nice seats, air-conditioned, fairly roomy. Not too many people yet, but probably gonna fill up the train sooner or later. So here's like numbers 44, 43, window, aisle. Some nice TVs, giving you a little bit of travel inspiration while you're on the road, I guess. And yeah, it reminds me a little bit of trains in Italy, actually, in many ways. So 33, something 33. A little bit tricky. I have to lube it up a little bit or something. I don't know. Let's see. Let's try this one. Are you down? Ooh. Ah, Sipania. Timaya. See that light? That's the golden light. No guys, I was like working in a hotel until my laptop died and I barely finished something. Did you like respond a couple of emails? I'm like heading out. Nice moment, you know? The small things. For $4.50, I have to tell you, this might be so far the best train value in the world, hands down. Like, it's not a fancy train, but I could have paid 20 for it and be like solid. So, sorry guys, do you know like in which wagon I can see where I'm in?
You are on, that is, what does it say? It's D, is it? AFC?
Yeah.
C, you're on C.
And this one is D, I guess,
This is
yeah?
D.
Okay,
Next
so
one, next one down.
Alright, so C33, yeah?
C33 is your C.
Yeah, thank you. Well, so we have figured out I am in the wagon C, and then there's another guy told me basically that there is a power outlet pretty much everywhere, so it's gonna be a good ride. Okay, thank you very much. Such a nice uniform. I wish I would have that drip. Look at me. Okay.
Egg bun, fish bun.
Egg bun, yeah?
Yeah.
Fish bun. Is it inside some fish?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll take. What is this again?
Vegetable.
Vegetable and this?
This one vegetable.
And this?
This one vegetable and egg.
I'll take the vegetable and egg?
Yeah.
Yes. And one fish bun. Okay. What can you recommend, guys? What is the best one? The roll? They're all good? And also one of the rolls. Try it all, I guess. Hope somebody with drinks is gonna come.
300.
Yep. How much?
300.
300. No change. Fine. Thank you. So I thought I might starve, but I won't. Okay, so we got some snacks. I barely eat anything today yet, so that's definitely very good to have. Here's one of the rolls. Already tried it. And actually, it's really fresh, warm. I feel like it has been made maybe a couple hours ago. Wow. All of that for $1, pretty much. That would be nice. What drink do you have? You have drink also, some drink? How much is a Milo? How much is Milo? No, Milo? Milo. How much?
150.
And this one?
100.
100. Okay, what else do we have there?
Some Coke.
No. I'll just take the...
Ginger beer.
This is good. Good. Okay, boom. Okay guys, so right now 2-3 hours into the drive, let's say it like that. Super peaceful, super pretty much kind of like stable drive even, and the scenery changed pretty much like 30 minutes ago. From flat, very tropical, to kind of like mountains. Looks almost like a different country. I think we're much more elevated, so let's get up, let's see what's going on. Let's go investigate a little bit what's going on. You know, with the older, well not older trains, like second class, third class, you can kind of like peek out a little bit out of the doors, so let's see. Here's some jam. Oh, there we go. What's up, boys? How you doing? How you doing, man? Oh, so the doors are open. Wow, crazy.
That is so cool.
Yeah, be careful, guys. Wow. If I want to fall out? Sure.
Your turn.
My turn? Oh my goodness. Wow. Woo. Yeah, that could definitely, you could fall out of this.
Watch out so you don't get your...
Wow, yeah.
So...
Gonna lose all my material, thank you.
There's like...
What's up, bro?
There's tunnels.
Wow, that is wild. The tunnel is coming. Yeah, that's exciting. Oh, wow, okay. All right. I didn't even notice when the scenery changed that much, but it did. All right, you got some tuk-tuks on the side. Yeah, so 100% you can fall out of this easily. All your luggage stays there. Even in, let's say, the first class cabin, you can still manage to fall out of it if you try hard enough. Wait a minute, is this my? Yeah, this is my cabin. How are you guys doing? Are you Sri Lankans or? Yeah, cool. Born and raised or? Huh? Born and raised? In born and raised here. Colombo or? Cool. I'm Danny. Hi, nice to meet you. Mujan? Krishan. Hi, Danny. I'm How?
Avishka.
Avishka?
Yeah.
Cool. Nice. Originally Ukraine, born in Ukraine, yeah, but like lived in US, Germany, things like that. A little bit from everywhere. Yeah.
That's good.
Like now 2-3 weeks in Sri Lanka, so maybe after a month a little bit Sri Lankan.
Okay.
I need a Sri Lankan name, I think. Like maybe, I don't know.
Maybe change.
Maybe like Vishan. Is that a name? No? I don't know. What is like a very common Sri Lankan name? I mean, I know Machan. Yeah.
Yeah, there is common word for a person, no?
Machan is like brother or something like that, right? What is like a very common, like let's say a very common English name is like, I don't know, John or what is like a very common Sri Lankan name? What do you think? How? Aravinda? Well, maybe I'll be Machan Aravinda then. One day we'll ask me, what's your name? Sometimes, you know, tuk-tuk drivers, what's your name? Sorry? I don't... Oh, cricket player. His name's Aravinda? Aravinda, okay, Aravinda, I'll remember that. Just in case. People will ask me, where are you from? I'm like, Sri Lanka. They're like, really? I'm like, yes, Aravinda. Alright. Machans!
Oopsie, let's see.
Wow, yeah, sun is going down. What a vibe, seriously. Hold on nicely, but to be fair, the locals are just hanging off pretty much in the front there. Yeah, so what I kind of remembered is people were telling me that Kandy is a bit colder, or Kandy. Wait, is it Kandy or Candy? Candy. Wow, okay. I thought like it's okay, so Candy like candy. Yeah? Okay. So Candy is like a bit colder overall. But we'll see. What's your name, man? How? Aflal? Nice to meet you, man. What's up, boys? Arabi? Alright, and I'm Danny. How you doing, man? Danny. Nice to meet you guys. Alrighty, let's try this side then. No tunnels for now. There's sometimes a tunnel every once in a while. You know, guys, there's times in the world where you shouldn't do sign language, like explain things like this with your hands. I'm pretty, like, let's say, fond of doing that, but not when you have to hold on. So next up, Kandy. For whatever reason, I thought it's Kandy. I'm like, no way this city's name is Kandy, but it is. Kandy, it is. Right, excuse me, guys. Up. You guys doing the famous hanging out of the train shot?
Yeah.
Is it working?
It's working. It's like a word.
Alright, can you help me out with that maybe?
Of course.
If I fall out, then just, I don't know, like you will...
But wait, we can film you?
Yeah.
If for the plot, you'll fall out.
Yeah, if I fall out, just like try to deliver it to my mom or something, you know?
Is it filming now?
Yeah, it started filming, right?
Okay,
so
now-
what am I doing? How do you...
Yeah, just silence. Look at
We put some music under it, right?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll do that. Some very dramatic music.
Just casual. Yeah. Ooh. Wait, closer.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That shit's edgy.
Look, wait.
Huh?
So we call it tunnel.
Yeah, I should.
Okay. Wait.
What do you think?
That's so nice. Yeah.
Less happy, more dramatic. Thank you guys very much. Good job. Let's get out. Still bright outside, around 6 p.m. right now. So, I have to say, extremely comfortable ride. Let's drop off, I guess there's a suitcase. What was it, maybe like 3-4 hours in total? I would say 4. Flew by like crazy. And the best thing is the train is barely shaking. If you're hanging out of the doors, it's definitely shaking a good bit, but other than that, yeah. Good evening. Thank you. Stuti. Sorry? Ticket? Right there? Okay. So we have arrived in Kandy. There is probably going to be a good amount of tuk-tuk offerings. I already see them coming my way, but yeah, let's see. New city, new vibe. I'm okay. I already got everything. No, thank you. Opa. Ooh, interesting. Definitely very, very different part of the city. Let's roll out quickly. My friend, let's roll out. Thank you. I'm okay. No, thank you, man. I have my own. My own tuk-tuk are my 2 feet that are carrying me throughout this world. Now, for me, just personally, the thing is like you can always get like a tuk-tuk on the road. I like to come out, orient myself always a little bit, and the price is usually slashed by 3 times once you leave it. I don't know why I keep saying Kandy. It's Kandy, man. I'll take you to the candy town. Up. And another round right here. I'm good, thank you, man. Thank you. So I actually very last minute, very spontaneous today. Usually I don't do that. I'm gonna sit down right now. I have 2 or 3 hotel options. Either Radisson for a night, basically the train ride. Solid 9 out of 10 pretty much. Would give it a 10 if there would be some nice bonus surprises, any kinds of inclusions, but just the fact like price, the food, the convenience, the, let's say, charging opportunities. Let's cross the road here a little bit. Yeah, fantastic way to get around Sri Lanka. Probably more convenient than a private car or taxi or anything like that. Just mainly due to the fact that it goes very slow. You can get up, walk around, do even some work, did a little bit of work on the computer. So yeah, on that note, hope you enjoyed today's video. If you're new here by any chance, on one side we do a little bit of adventure, a little bit of travel, which is currently largely on the channel, but generally, let's say, the hard blood of the channel, what Galle World C stands for, is building a life of freedom around the world. And Sri Lanka has been a very, very, let's say like that, surprising destination in the fact of how comfortable the place is, how around the beaches you can just really get lost there, both in terms of like a nice productive lifestyle, while at the same time as well, nature and things like that. So I just wanted to go inland a little bit, just get an idea. And yeah, you're gonna see a little bit more of that in the next video. You got a world to see. Everything will be, as always, in the description down below. Oh my god, these YouTube endings, especially if somebody's staring at you, they're the worst. See you soon. Thank you, man. Thank you, man. I'm okay. Nah, man. I'm okay. Thank you. Got a world to see. Alright, we are hitting the road of Kandy for the first time during daylight. So yeah, yesterday in the evening just kind of like drove by, didn't really see anything. So basically there's a huge lake in the middle, there's kind of a boat, and the nice thing is the nature is like really mixed. On one side you have these huge, very, very massive and thick trees, while at the same time, I wish I would have a zoom lens right now, there's like really cool birds sitting here. While at the same time you have palm trees, you have kind of like a mix, tropical as well as a certain, I don't even know what to say, like maybe Mediterranean, just like different kinds of trees. That's really what I like about mountainous countries. For example, in Indonesia there's this one city, or in Thailand like Chiang Mai, in Indonesia maybe something like Bandung on Java Island, where the nature is just a little bit different. So yeah, here's kind of like how are we gonna call it, swirly street. I don't know. Oh wait, I was about to say I don't know why they made it like this, but actually it seems pretty self-explanatory because the lake is kind of like flowing through it. Yeah, and actually there's huge fish inside of the lake as well, so definitely alive, which is a good thing. Hello. And yeah, people are really going about their daily life here, mostly locals, while at the same time definitely it's a very touristy town, because the tuk-tuk drivers, that's kind of like the only thing you have to, let's say, manage a little bit when traveling in the very touristy counties of Sri Lanka. They're not gonna let you walk. I'm a big walker, I love to go for a nice walk, but yeah, they want to drive you. And so here's the Mahamaya Girls College in Kandy. I was just flying some drone and I saw a bunch of people in uniform, so I guess that's what I saw. Yep, exactly. Definitely not gonna go in there, that would be a bit weird right now, but I really love to visit cities that have a lot of, let's say, of their own life going on in them as well. And yeah, pretty much we're inland of Sri Lanka right now. So there's a lot of ancient, let's say, cities. There is the famous Sigiriya Rock or something like that, a couple of hours drive from here. And my plan for the most part in this town is kind of like pass through it. I really want to go to Ella, see the famous bridge. And yeah, as I said before, there's no better way to get to know a city than to go for a run. So I'm gonna get a little bit the life juices flowing, gonna go for a little bit of a run and check in between if I see some cool stuff and share it with you a little bit. So I would say on that note, let's tune the aerial shots so you get a feeling a little bit of where it is that I am right now. And so we are pretty much doing a loop right now around the lake, and I have to tell you, where I started to walk was kind of like a bit more busy with the street. Here is absolutely beautiful. It's crazy. So they have this like little green island. I don't know if it's like some form of shrine. I guess you could swim over there if you're feeling crazy. Don't recommend it. There's like this one Bold and Bankrupt video where they swim in like, I think Udaipur or something. But yeah, basically we're next to one of the most famous Buddhist shrines, or let's say religious sites in the world. Something like the Tooth Shrine. And you know, Kandy used to be the capital of Sri Lanka during, let's say, when it was like a kingdom, like I don't know, 1400 something, like over 500 years ago. And yeah, honestly, this side of the lake, especially back there, here's a bit more touristy because it's kind of like the temple. Very, very well maintained. If you're just walking around, you see people kind of like painting the walls and stuff like that. And yeah, definitely. Hello, hello, how you doing? So, you know, when the camera is running, it protects you a little bit from the tour offerings. So definitely, obviously, very, very touristy town. But at the same time, I would say it's kind of like very mountainous, very lush, very green. Personally, I like that a lot. So let's say like that. We're gonna go also in the busier town. There's kind of like some type of mall in the back, so probably there it looks a little bit different. But yeah, this is pretty much the Tooth Shrine. Truth. Short version to Got World Sea style. Like here we found some type of monkey. What are they eating? Rice. Look at that. So this guy downstairs is doing his business. This guy is just plain rice. Wow. So what about you guys? Small one. You know, from what I hear, the monkeys like to break into your hotel if you keep the windows open. So maybe as a side note, keep them closed. So here's some type of, let's say, how you doing, guys? How you doing? So some type of flower decorations they're selling here. There's a humongous elephant doing some transportation work here. Wow, I'm right next to it. What an animal. Hello, sir. Nice pet you have there. Wow. What a morning. Let's see what the flowers are for. Hello. What are the flowers for? Is it like a tradition?
Bring to the Buddha.
Bring to the Buddha? To the temple? Okay, nice.
Did you been the temple?
No, I'm just doing some sports in the morning right now.
Morning.
But very beautiful, very nice. Yeah.
Muscles, no?
Good arms, huh?
Yeah.
All right, man. Yeah, you also pretty good. Working, yeah. Let's see. We do a little double biceps or something? Yeah, not bad. All right. Good job, man.
Where are you from?
Ukraine originally.
Ukraine?
Yeah.
How long been here?
Kandy?
Yeah.
Maybe 2-3 days.
2-3
something
days?
like that, yeah.
Yeah, better to be in 6:30, no?
Sorry?
6:30.
6:30 in the morning?
Ceremony time, evening.
6:30 evening?
Basically, tourist people come here. First see the Kandy dance, our cultural show.
Over there?
Yeah.
Like there's like an entrance fee or something?
Not
No? Is it free?
Free.
Free?
Not free.
Not free.
Yeah.
How
they
much?
will charge 2,000 rupees.
2,000 rupees
Yeah.
to get to go in. Okay. So you
Temple
said
also,
Temple is also 2,000?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. All right. Bye bye.
You come evening because
Maybe.
you spend 2,000 rupees for ticket. You have to look in something inside, no?
So 2,000 for the temple and the ceremony, or 2,000 each?
2,000 each.
2,000 each. All right. I'll consider. Maybe do one of
Okay.
them. Thank you very much. Keep it up, yeah? All right. So guys, we found some brothers in arms over here. Let's say it like that. And oh yeah, we're back at the monkeys. You always have to make some excuse why you're not. Oh my goodness, wow. Seriously, they look so funny. Like the Bali monkeys look really different. They look like more, I don't know, more funny. Hello, how are you? Sorry?
Where do you come from?
Ukraine.
Ukraine?
Yes. You're from Kandy?
Yeah.
Nice.
How many days you going to be?
1 day right now.
Today, you come back tomorrow.
Yeah. How much you want for 1 day?
2,500.
2,500. What was your name?
How do you
How?
Duminde.
Duminde. Okay, I'm Danny. Nice to meet you, my friend. I like your style. It's a nice shirt, nice necklace.
Thank you very much.
Okay,
Yeah,
so what do we got here?
You want to feel for it?
So what do you need? So we rented ourselves a blue scooter. Thank you. So helmet. Okay, it's all the documents, yeah? Alrighty guys, so it is the next morning right now. Just got my hands on a little scooter, recorded a little bit the getting of the scooter. So from what I hear, it can be a little bit tricky, just in terms of police stops, things like that, but we shall see. So as of right now, I was considering to go to Ella, but then I saw it's a 7-hour drive. I only have a couple of days left in the country, so maybe I'll still do it. But for now, there's this famous rock. First of all, I'm here at the Kandy viewpoint. Get kind of like a actually really interesting view, the whole lake. You've seen it in the drone shots. But yeah, basically the mission as of right now is going to be drive out around 3-hour drive to this humongous rock in the middle of the country. Will be interesting, so join. Alrighty guys, so we're hitting the road. I have to tell you, it's absolutely beautiful. There's a unique nuance to the nature around here. It's on the one side very tropical. You have some like fields with buffaloes, palm trees, but because we're also still fairly highly elevated in Kandy, it's so green, so lush. There's some like old beetle on the road. Hope it's not Ted Bundy's. Might be though, to be fair. And yeah, what a vibe driving through the back streets here. Alrighty guys, so one moment you're driving through like super peaceful jungle, the next you are in a very busy city. Wow guys, this is a magic moment right now. Sun is setting, I'm listening to some epic classical music, and we pulled up to some type of lake. I have no idea where I am. This is my road right now. People are swimming down there. I wish you would hear the song that I'm listening to right now. Some epic old western. Guys, life's about freaking having stories to tell at the end. Building, growing, achieving is amazing, but doing it in a way where you have stories to tell at the end of it all. You have climbed the mountains both metaphorically as well as physically, and sometimes both. And I think all the way freaking back there I am seeing my final destination. It's gonna get dark any moment. In case I'm not gonna film today, see you tomorrow morning. Wow, this is beautiful here. Good morning, friends of nature. Alrighty, so we have arrived. This is the Galle rock viewpoint, also some type of temple, if you will. So from what I hear is the main Sigiriya, the lion rock, the one we're gonna be looking at hopefully in a second. Costs like $30 to go in. I'm sure it's gonna be also full of people. This one, don't know, probably gonna do a little donation here as well. Generally, I like to kind of like have my own rocks. This one is definitely also very popular, but I like to always find like a quiet spot to enjoy it a little bit. I'm sure there's already a good amount of people up there, but yeah, nice and early. Let's go up. Here's the entrance a little bit. Over here? Okay, tickets, yes. So, right after this, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Yo. We're heading up. So here in the temple, we're walking barefoot, just how I like it. Usually I do my hikes in flip-flops. If it's a really tough hike, we put on the chucks on, but that is definitely my favorite option. I don't think it's like a big hike or something. From what yesterday I drove by here, asked somebody, they said it was like a 20-minute little cheeky hike, so I'm gonna do that. So basically here's like a jungle of rocks. They put in like little stairs on the side of it. We're going up. Nothing can stop me. I'm up. So here is kind of like a little first stop. A white Buddha statue with some nice pink accents. Whew. Already getting a little bit of a view here, but oh yeah, that's pretty much where we're headed. Let's go. Let's go up. Shall we go up? Let's go up. Yeah. Come on. Alrighty guys, so heading up. So it starts to become a little bit more tricky. You're kind of like walking in between of the rocks. You have a dog joining you if you're gonna be nice. Just saw a couple going down. I asked them because I was wandering around the wrong rocks a little bit. It's not hard, but let's see. Adventurers. Seekers of truth. Keepers of freedom. We got the Buddha of the Galle rock. We got the dog. Hello. And we got an absolutely amazing view. I think we're gonna be up there any moment. A good bunch of people are going down, not many going up. Just the way I like it. Ooh, it's a bit tricky here. Up. That will be a proper good morning, guys. I have no idea how I got here. Drove through the whole freaking country and got a world to see style. We ended up just by ourselves at one of the most famous spots probably in the world. It was an adventure. Probably gonna use that as an intro for this video whenever I feel it. I like to record something like that. Yeah guys, so got a world to see style. This is kind of like where most people pass through to get up there. I'm actually gonna be a bit quiet. Gonna leave my backpack here for a second because I think the main viewpoint is actually over there. So again, either decent shoes or even barefoot perhaps, Tarzan style.
Morgonen röjer de djupa skogar som tystnar. Natthimlen glittrar, dimman ligger tät. Morgonen röjer de djupa skogar som tystnar. Natthimlen glittrar.
We are at the Sigiriya area rock. I think this one's called Pida, something like that. Basically, wow, I think there's always like a good crowd coming for sunrise, which is as of right now heading out. Always a good amount of dogs waiting for people to give you the snacks. But yeah, truly in many ways a very magical place. So back there I was just flying the bird, so there's a good amount of people at the main site, which is the Lion Rock. Back here a little bit less, a little bit more quiet. So yeah, especially just being in the morning, there's a little bit of haze on the mountains. You're thinking this place, I'll look up when they estimate it to be built, but thousands of years. And just how vast the landscape is. Truly, truly a one-of-a-kind place, probably in the world. You know me, I've been to quite a couple of places, quite a couple of viewpoints. So just in terms of the nature, one of the best. But considering the history, the mythology, wow. And also, it's fairly chill. Just walk in. There's like no like shops or anything. It's a pretty natural place, everything. So yeah, enjoy. Found myself a little quiet corner, honestly super peaceful. To share with you a little bit the story of the Lion Rock. I've heard it was part of an ancient civilization, and I've just looked it up a little bit more precisely. So basically 400 something, the year 400, like over 1,500 years ago, this used to be the fortress of the king back then. So it was an ancient civilization. They have built it up on the top, and just the thought of it, the thought that over 1,500 years ago, this was, let's say, the base of a king. It's absolutely incredible. So after the king's death, I've read that it has been abandoned, afterwards used as a Buddhist monastery. And yeah, so from what I hear, the entrance in there is $30. You can walk up there. I see people actually walking from here, but honestly, any day probably personally, unless you're like really into the history, I would prefer just to sit down here, soak it up, and this is kind of what I'm doing here right now. I'm telling you guys, there's something about human nature which is quite interesting. We always like to go to areas where other people are. We look for other people doing what they do, and then we match it, just in the sense of, as you can see, nobody here. And in the one small space, when you just first get up, actually what I showed you, there's like 50 people. And so basically, if you come for sunrise, there's probably going to be a good amount of people here. As of right now, we're pushing like 8 a.m. Other than at the entrance, is pretty much like you hear it. There's nothing here. Quite a magical place on the Sigiriya Rock, the Lion Rock. You see some people walking up. And yeah, I think we're gonna wrap up today's little scooter adventure that we had. I'm probably gonna add in a couple of clips on my way back, depending on how interesting it will be. Perhaps even make a full video out of it. But yeah, I've kind of like was making my choice towards the end of my Sri Lanka trip. Should I go to Ella or should I go here? I have 4 or 5 days left. In Ella, it would have been the train. It would have been like the more, let's say, regular touristy route. Just got my hands on the scooter, drove through so much of real Sri Lanka, which really gives you a feeling of how people live. It's like sometimes people say like, oh, what is there to do? You know, there's like nothing. Like if you just go to like a regular provincial villages. But I think that's actually exactly where everything is. Not to like, you know, virtue signal or sound like all like deep or whatever. But in the sense of the moment people are not used to see you, the moment you quickly drive by on your scooter, you can see kind of the real life. You can look at people's faces, you can see what they're doing, what they're up to. You can experience the country for real and the certain little nuances that every, let's say, different tribe around this world has. And yeah, drove through some Hindu villages, through some Muslim villages. It was really interesting, and ended up at the end of the day here at the Lion Rock. There's some monkeys running around trying to steal people's stuff. Something to keep in mind. But yeah, one of the most epic places in the world, without a doubt. And if you're new here by any chance, I would say this has been the Sri Lanka video series. I think there's a couple more videos coming. I've been here for 1 month, really felt out the place, spent like actually much more time in Colombo than I thought I would. Really enjoyed that city, if you do it right, in my opinion. And yeah, went out a little bit. It's not a big island, but yet still I think there's a lot of reasons for me to come back. So yeah, you're also welcome to join me on Instagram. There you can see where I am right now, and generally on the channel I talk about the idea of building a life of freedom around the world, a life with more autonomy, a life on your own terms. Of course, one side is monkey's coming. Not for my shit, my man. There he is, little bastardo. little bugger, and he looks so vicious. Seriously, I wish you could see him better. Like some monkeys, you know, they know it's tourists up on this rock. These tourists got no balls, right? Am I right? Am I right, little bugger? He's picking up something seriously hilarious. So where was I? Yeah, of course, one thing is financial. Another huge one is mental. You don't want to be the guy with the girl with the golden handcuffs. And another one is a certain just adventure and change of scenery. So I'm pursuing right now a goal of after years of travel, setting up multiple bases around the world, bouncing around, kind of like chartering new territory of this certain remote living or living in different locations. And that's what I've been documenting here for the past few years. And come on, now I'm gonna go after you, you monkey. Seriously, I want to take you home, little pet. Come here, mankushnica. What are you up to? You good? Yeah, so what it seems like is that monkeys attack you if you are a little bit intimidated, whereas they don't even want to bother with you if you kind of like go towards them, unless you do it too close. So yeah, yes, and up. You can just maybe tap in it real quick. Up. All right, cool. I imagine you do some fire like couple content or something like that. Nice. Yeah. Are some monkeys over here? Look at them. Look at these little buggers. The reason I'm a little bit upset at them is because one of them just headed over and put this thing here in my backpack. He didn't make it all the way through. I stopped him, and honestly you kind of have to respect the effort a little bit. So let's say it like that. Today we're gonna really dive into local Sri Lanka. I have a scooter, I'm on 2 wheels. I have a 3-4 hour drive ahead of me back to Kandy. Just gonna take you through the local villages. I really wanna feel the country out a little bit. So this is a very, very epic place. I would say let's roll in the last video. You can see the journey here. So let's roll a little bit the bird's eye perspective. Hopefully the monkeys are not gonna finish my backpack in the meantime. And let's go. So looks like we're living here pretty much now, huh?
We really are.
When did you guys arrive?
4 a.m.
Really? Here? For real? Yes. Wow. Dedication.
Yeah. You never know. We've done 3 months in India and we're used to fighting with crowds.
Uh-huh.
So I was like, let's just get early, get the spot, stay there.
Yeah, you seem very, very chill and experienced with the crowds. India? Yeah. 3 months?
3 months.
In a row?
In a row.
Nice. What was your Instagram? The
2 Lost Voyagers.
The 2 Lost Voyagers. Check it out.
Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it.
Yeah, you're feeding the monkeys, right?
The monkeys. This is not the healthy food they can have.
Well, but check it out. I mean, he was snacking on this over here. Look at it.
Oh, he's coming, he's coming, he's coming.
He's coming?
Oh, he's coming more.
Oh, look at them.
All of them. Right. Hey, what the fuck are you? Where are you going, bro? I'll give you food, but not the bag, you know? It's okay. Take some food. All of you.
Give him an inch, you'll take an arm. Well guys, it seems like at this point they have accepted me as one of their own. After eating my bag, how can I be too mad? But, you know, any moment they're gonna stab you in the back. This one's getting ready. Oh, baby.
Hello, boy. No, don't go, don't worry.
It's okay, we're friends.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
We're friends. Are you hungry?
Alrighty, heading out, climbing out here a little bit. Not a hard climb, not an easy one either. Whoop.
Much easy from there.
So yeah, basically around 9 a.m. I feel like there's nobody up there right now.
No.
Completely empty.
Afraid of the
Yeah, it's too hot right now.
Yeah, but at the same time, if you come for like a tanning session with some drinks and stuff like that, actually,
That'd be nice.
yeah.
Or sunset.
Dangerous.
See, then you cut your head like Perita.
Little perrito.
You coming or what? It's like a, what is inside?
Secret box.
So if I go to the airport, I can put my drugs inside.
Okay, no problem.
No problem?
No problem,
Good.
yeah, of course.
No problem.
Ah, wow, how convenient. Nice, okay.
Perfect.
Well, I did leave my key inside of the scooter, so let's see.
Yeah, finish here. Very nice to meet you.
You're the monkey protector, bro.
Yeah, I tried
This
my
man
best.
up there managed everything. All right, great meeting you guys.
Always.
Have a good one.
Yeah, and in
hope to
case
see you
we'll
around,
see you
man.
somewhere around the world.
For sure. All right. Cheers. I want to see the Sri Lanka videos. That'll be good.
Yes.
All right.
Sure,
You
yeah.
pumped me up. So.
I hope so. I hope so. That was the goal.
Be
All
safe,
right.
man.
Bye bye. I'll try.
Bye-bye.
We'll do my best to be safe.
Morgonen gryr. De djupa skogarna tystnar. Natthimlen
Well,
glittrar.
guys, good morning in Sri Lanka. Very, very far, high up in the mountains. That's where we are right now. And today I want to take you along on a very, very special place. Last night, arrived on a scooter, drove in. It's getting dark. And today, I'm waking up in this absolute kind of like mountain hill paradise type of place. Today I want to take you along on a little bit of a, let's say, very special hotel cabins in the woods in the mountains experience in Sri Lanka. I've just got a little bit of a first impression. So this is the place that we're staying at. Fairly minimalist, very cozy. The biggest thing is, so far everybody that I've seen here, I think this is pretty much, you could call it a wellness resort. Everybody is quiet. There's pretty much like no music, just sounds of nature. It's so peaceful. You hear it in my voice. So today I want to take you along on a very, very special experience. See how it is. See if at the end of it I feel like it's worth it. And I think so far in terms of like peaceful hotels, this is already numero uno. So let me take you along today. So as I said, this is the room. Got a nice little coffee here. Very, very minimalist. Got the bed, but obviously, guys, you're just hanging out here. You got this like mountains as far as the eye can see. So let's head out. It's breakfast time. I'm also quite hungry. Yesterday at night arrived. Let's see what they got. Let me show you around the property. So guys, this is the cabin. From what I understand, they have 20 cabins, but the property is huge. So this one side, 4 or 5 cabins, they're pretty far from each other, so very, very private. And yeah, let's walk over to the restaurant. Okay guys, so here we are approaching the main restaurant. It's a very, very, let's say, open building, you could say. Let's just walk in a little bit. So the best thing for me so far is that in most places you go barefoot. Fantastic. That's how I like to walk around hotels anyway for the most part. So you drop off your little flippers, which they actually also provide, and walking in. So downstairs In the back there's a bar. Here's kind of like a bit of a chill area. Got some nice books also of their own properties, and yeah, you can just sit down here, chill out, and have just this horizon view of just pure mountains. So basically I would say, from what I can see, there's two materials being used in this place. Concrete, or let's say three. Wood, a lot of wood, and metal. Let's see. Was the breakfast good?
Yes.
All right. Good. Excited. Thank you. So, hey guys. For breakfast? Yeah. All right. So guys, walking in, that's what it is all about here. So where are we gonna sit? That is, we all know where we're gonna sit, right? What kind of juice do you have?
We have today carrot juice. Ingredients is carrot.
Sure. All right, we'll check.
Would you like to have some more coffee or something?
Yeah, that'd be good.
Coffee, right?
Yeah. So guys, here we are. Pretty much got this spot in the very corner. I mean, let's say it like that. The whole place is basically wood class. You see the whole mountain space, and yeah. Let's see what they can, let's say, cook up for breakfast here. What is it? Sri Lankan traditional breakfast, no? Yeah. Nice.
This is a chili and onion and coconut sambal,
Yeah.
fish curry, dal curry, and some fried onion.
Uh-huh.
This is a special one. It's a beetroot flavor one and some beetroot on the top.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one yet. That one's not that common.
Yeah, some beetroot infused. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
So enjoy.
And how do you usually eat it? Like
You can put everything of it, and deeper you can also can little bit of everything and wrap it up.
Okay, so I can do whatever I want.
Yeah,
Wrap it up, dip it.
Easy way,
All right, cool. All right, thank you very much. Thank you. So guys, let's begin the breakfast. I've tried these actually with Davut in Colombo. It was really good, but yeah, everything very neat, very clean, not too much. It's a full board hotel, so we're gonna have 3 meals. Usually I only have 2 meals a day. Yeah, they got some nice mixed juice. There's some turmeric in it. Usually not a big fan, but pretty good actually. Pretty good. Breakfast was very good. Thank you. Guys, look at that. So basically everything is transparent. Most of the windows are open, so you have a pretty strong breeze passing through. And what at first I found kind of like interesting is there's absolutely no music at the property. Maybe in the wellness area, God knows, but so far everywhere I've been, like, and the best part is because you hear the wind, you hear the birds, there's always something happening, yet no peacocks, nothing like that. And as far as the eye can see, maybe I see some like little houses all the way in the back on the mountains. This place is the only place around here, and yeah, just sitting here a little bit. Usually I like to listen to some music, but here I pretty much just, you know, listen to the ambient sounds. Beautiful. So let's head back to the room, and then I'll give you a full tour of this property. I'm seeing the pool from here. Want to see it? Let's go. Alrighty, thank you. See you later. Bye-bye. Sorry?
You have to discuss your lunch and dinner.
Okay. Let's discuss.
Yeah.
Lunch and dinner.
Yes.
Hello. Chicken breast. Okay. You got me with the chicken breast. We'll do that today. All right?
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you very much. See you. Bye-bye. So last night I arrived. I had their Sri Lankan food. It was fantastic. When he said chicken breast, decision was made. I'm sure they're gonna make it delicious here. So yeah, look at that, guys. As you see, the nature sounds. This hotel is like a breath of fresh air. That's how I would describe it. Metaphorically, physically, metaphysically, emotionally, and of course. Let's go to the bit of a tour. So as I said, the hotel is very, very, let's say, naturally sustained and also kept in the way that they don't do, let's say, any too much extras. How you doing, guys? Just passing through. So let's go to the pool area, I would say. Basically, there's nothing that is too much in this hotel. As much as they can, they just keep it with nature. In between, they put a couple of sofas. So this is basically the pool area. Pool looks really good. Probably tomorrow morning gonna hit it up as well. So basically with the pool, we're overlooking the mountain, like with pretty much everything. So it's a good bunch of people there. So let me just kind of like give you a little bit of a sneaky idea. Alrighty guys, so decided to hit up the pool here. No, you didn't make it? No, you didn't. Haha. So super peaceful in the morning. Usually people go there right after breakfast. Right now, slightly cloudy, but super vibe. So peaceful. Don't even want to really talk. So gonna cool down a little bit. And so yeah, basically here's kind of like a ladder. You walk down. Oop. Here and here kind of have like a bit of a mountain panorama. So I think I've showed you already in the morning. In the morning it looks absolutely insane. Right now quite nice too. So down there basically is their shower room, and that's what I mean. It's like all the time, very, very low key. You walk around, you don't even see it, but actually downstairs they have the bathrooms, and very much so my favorite area. I haven't visited it since yesterday, the sauna area. Yesterday I wanted to go, but they closed it at 7, or at least that's what they said. Maybe still open, but today's the day. Let's cool down and then let's warm up. That ass though. Okay. All good? Yeah? Okay. Pass by. Whatever, I guess then I can talk. Come. So, inside of the pool, I have to tell you guys, during the day, this probably is absolutely sick. So I was just considering, I was thinking about the hotel in Colombo. Really cool place, kind of like rooftop pool. And yeah, more impressive, the rooftop pool, but just here, the whole setting. I was also just thinking about the restaurant. Really, this hotel, I've mentioned it before, I'm sure in this video, is all about kind of like, they do the few important things very, very neatly, and the rest is just peace. Like there's workers everywhere at all times in certain areas, so you can go there. But if you're by the pool by yourself, like nobody's bothering you. Super peaceful. And yeah, so during the day, this pretty much gonna glow up even more. Water is kind of like a bit of a reflection. Doing some yoga back there or something. Let's go to the sauna. We're back in this little hallway maze. So back there, just discovered, is like a warm water pool. Nice, nice, but let's say the magic. Probably the camera's gonna get all fogged up, but nice and hot. And the best part is, I'm sure there's many saunas like that, but for me, first time, have this like super nice view. Just a second ago, there was a monkey in the trees. So you're gonna heat up a little bit. And maybe dip in the pool again, but yeah, let me, basically pretty good size of a heat room. Oh yeah. You see, I'm not that red. This is this absolutely incredible sunset. Even though it has been raining earlier, it's lighting up right now like crazy. Spend the whole day just like listening to some podcast inside of there. Just honestly also just sitting down, just listening to nature sound, and yeah, enjoy the sunset shots, and then we'll go check out their dinner as well.
Morgonen gryr, de djupa skogarna tystnar. Natthimlen glittrar.
Oh, and as for the wrap up for the hotel, I think it's a very important point to mention. Some of the best food I've had in my whole life. Maybe not every single meal, but like some meals they're like, I'm like, oh yeah, that's nice. Oh, that's maybe not exactly like my personal preference, but then some meal I'm like, wow, how did they do it? And everything is measured out so perfectly. The portion size, for me personally, I think I was running a slight caloric deficit because I move around a lot as well. But it's like literally like you're not too full, you get out of there, and around the next time for lunch or dinner, it's like full board basically every booking here. You kind of feel a little bit hungry. You go, you sit down, perfect. Like seriously, probably first time in my life where I was like, the food is measured out so flawlessly, perfectly for my kind of like caloric needs. I think for most people it's going to be a good amount of food. Me, I'm a big eater in general, but yeah, loved it. And because they feed you so well, your energy levels are so stable. Okay guys, next morning, it's pretty much 3 days at the Santani. Let's say like that, 3 days in the hills. I said it before and I'll say it again. The most peaceful hotel of all time. So, you know, there's a good amount of people here actually, but it feels like everybody's coming here for the same reason. So yesterday, a bit more active, checked out the pool, the sauna, everything. And the other thing that is really interesting here is just how the weather changes up. So one moment, pretty sunny, almost every morning, beautifully sunny. Of course, depending on the season you come. But then around 12, 1, every almost day, clouds move in like crazy. Then it rains, it pours, again, sunny again in an hour. So it really gives you, let's say, the full plethora of different experiences you could be having here. And yeah, I have to tell you, definitely it's a unique concept. It's like if you come here with the right, let's say, understanding of what you're looking for, might be one of the best hotels in the world, no joke. But just because of the simplicity and what they try to achieve here, which is like a really like peaceful, natural retreat type of situation. And yeah, been hanging also out with some people at the hotel here, and didn't have the chance to check out their, basically they also have activities, yoga in the morning. Sure, it's great, but I personally, let's say, enjoyed my private time for these 3 days, guys. I'm telling you, read a little bit of books, did a lot of writing, a little bit of work, but other than that, I think that was the first time I kind of felt really physically peaceful for like a couple of days. Mentally up here is a different question. You can also have that in a big city, but just in terms of really kind of like, I felt a little bit like I'm in a different world, and nature definitely does something to you. Just looking down here right now, just looking at all of these trees, all of this greenery, truly a special place. Not just a cabin in the forest, which can also definitely be nice, but you know, sometimes you get to a place like that and it reminds you of other places. Oh, it's a little bit like this, a little bit like that. Yeah, here maybe, and to some extent as well, yet at the same time, you just have to say, absolutely, once in a lifetime kind of thing. Out of all the different mountainous areas I have been, be it in Asia, be it in Central Europe, this one is definitely, let's say like that, most peaceful. And on that note, you two got a world to see. If you're new here by any chance, generally I document my life here around the idea of building a life of freedom around the world. That's what Got a World to See stands for. So pretty much, you know, stay a couple of days at a retreat like that, film the experience, really to kind of like one-on-one take you along. If you're interested to see what else I'm up to, different projects I do, my Instagram, if you want to see where I am right now, I'll try to leave everything in the description. And yeah, Got a World to See. Well, yeah guys, and just as a little side note, bit of a story. Drove out with the scooter the other day. It broke down, kind of like the belt inside exploded or something, everything fine. But it was a funny story. Maybe I'll show you a little bit. I probably will feature it a bit different. So, if I turn on, it just makes noise, I don't know. Do you know the name of there? So there's also a mechanic, you say? Yeah. Do you know the name? Alright, Pashli.
Wait, okay. Here there is one. Wait. But he don't have any parts. There's a repairman only there. But that man has some, you can buy.
So what did they say? What did they do now?
Top up that. Yes. But he don't have parts. Then you have to go to town, bring them.
So what did the boys say? They go to ask?
I don't know. But I know the man.
You know?
The man.
You know for sure the man there?
Yeah, I know. But he has enough goods. Okay. Parts. Then you
5 meter, yeah? 5 minutes.
Used by 3-wheeler.
Okay. Yeah. I trust this guy then, I guess. Turning around again.
You go. You can use bike also.
Okay, Stuti Machan. So, guys, the scooter has burned down. We're in the middle of the Kandy mountains, if you will. There we go, some Russian in there. Well, basically down. Let's see, let's solve this real quick, shall we? Gotta roll the system. Let's go. So my machans have a rope. It's not the rope. Okay. Да, отеля сейчас довезут. All right. All the way to the Santani hotel. Oh shit, there's it. Ah, fuck me. Yeah! Oh shit. Кнопка сверху может выключить. Guys, let's see what we can do. I have now also realized that somehow I have managed to beautify this ski here when I was probably trying to get something else. So the stars have aligned today. Let's see if this man will have the magic. He's not a man of magic. Sorry, quick question. Can you do something with the key? Can you fix the key? I think I've put it in here, and then you think we can do it? Guys, always remember, the guys that don't talk much, they do much. Except me. Все, и уехал. С твоей стороны. Нет, серьезно уехал, блядь. Well guys, and the worst part about it all, I'm missing lunch. Moment of truth. My guess would be like 4, I think. He put in a new belt, so who knows? He doesn't strike me as the... You think 5? Doesn't strike me as the guy that's gonna rip me off right now, but let's see.
This belt. Okay,
how much is the belt? What is it? 2,000?
2,800.
2,800 for the belt, and the work 1,200?
Repair.
1,200, yeah?
Repair.
Okay, so 4,000 total? Okay. Well, somebody was right. 170, right? And a bit on top. Stuti, thank you very much. Bye-bye. Basically, I gave him all the cash I had on me. Okay guys, so another Sri Lanka moment. It's raining, it's pouring, as you can see. I stopped by the side of the road, parked here nicely, and here's like a little shop. So we're like literally in the mountains, there's nothing really here, but let's see. If we're already standing here, maybe some salt, a bag of salt, superior white raw rice, that would be good, but don't know what to do with it. Wow guys, you can hear it. You can buy a Nimbus 5000 back there, that would be something. But yeah, let's see. So the snacks have been probably around here for a while, but let's see. Soya meat. Is that a snack? I wonder. Can I have like 3 of this? Let's do 3. Yeah. 3. What is this here? Some gum or something? Okay. Hope he has changed. Spicy. Tastes good. How do you say? Spicy?
Spicy.
Very good. So I've been here 20 minutes already by now, half an hour. About chips. I saw it says 16th March on it, so they're only like been packed 2 weeks ago, so. Good morning from Sri Lanka, guys. You see, I was actually about to leave the country already. My month's visa was running out and I was thinking, hey, let's leave. But I had to be honest to myself, I haven't found exactly what I was looking for. Let's walk over there. So you see, guys, most people come to Sri Lanka to go to the beaches, to see the nature. And I have been in 2 beach towns. So I've been in Weligama and Marissa. Both of them are nice, but fairly touristic. And the beaches, I have to tell you, didn't fully satisfy me. I came to Sri Lanka to see the natural beauty, to really find some, let's say, peaceful places, which I very much so did in the mountains, but I wasn't quite satisfied with the beaches. But from what I've heard, I haven't really found what I was looking for yet. So I was like, all right, come on, let's extend the visa, let's head down the coast. And this is where we have arrived as of right now. So I'm gonna roll some shots for you right now. This is Galle beach. We're close to Ahangama, which I have heard is one of the best places in Sri Lanka, up and coming. And today we want to explore that a little bit. So basically took a train, arrived here in the town of Galle to stay a couple of days at this very, I would say, as you can see, interesting hotel. So this is the Fortress Hotel right by the beach. So I think later on we're gonna take a little bit of a walk down there, or actually I think I have some aerial shots for you right now that I can roll. Absolutely beautiful beach, fairly high waves. Honestly, it could be even a bit dangerous depending on the weather conditions, but yeah, beautiful blue water. But the best thing is the sand is just so absolutely pure and white, while there's pretty much nobody at the beach. So right now, 10 a.m. it's time to also go to breakfast here at the Fortress. But as you can see, as far as the eye can see, especially with the GoPro, I'm seeing like 3 characters on a stretch of 4 to 5 kilometers of beach, would be my guess. And actually I walked it this morning to get the steps in. So yeah, I would say in terms of beaches, this is a little bit going to be the video. I'm really excited to also check out the beach town of Ahangama. So Galle, I think mainly it's because it's mostly hotels here. There is pretty much not that many people by the beach. It's only a couple of hotels, not really any development down there, so absolutely love it. So let me give you a bit of a quick tour of the place that I'm staying at right now, which is the Fortress. I would say the biggest thing about it is the pool. So yes, you have the ocean. There's a lot of people often swimming over there. A couple, actually, to be fair. Some crazy characters are also swimming in the big waves. I might soon join these crazy characters, but if you want to keep it chill, nice and easy, you can just be hanging out by the pool. If you're asking yourself why it is the Fortress, that's what I was asking. I saw some photos, I was like, okay. Basically, this is how the hotel looks. So when you're coming in, you're getting, first of all, this amazing infinity view of the pool right behind the beach. I really love it when they kind of like keep in mind certain aesthetic, a certain, let's say, eye field of view. So if you're looking at it, basically the level of your eye, the way they did the pool and the sea, really cool. So we're gonna be heading to the breakfast in just a minute because it's ending in 10. That's usually me, you know, doing a little bit of intermittent fasting, so not going in too early. But basically this is a very, let's say, large and open lobby. But as I mentioned, the Fortress it is. So you have this humongous entrance into the hotel. So basically all the rooms are kind of like in a circle. So here is like a really nice courtyard, very natural, even though it is a good amount of rooms and there's a good amount of people, just the property is fairly large, so it's really peaceful throughout the day. So my room is somewhere over there. I think I'll take you there after breakfast, but let's get in a little bit more of the fortress vibe. So basically it's just the entrance. It's not really, let's say, the whole theme of the hotel, but I would say it's definitely a nice little touch. They did it well. Hello guys, how are you? Around. So I would say while we're still having a little bit of time, let's see what they're doing for breakfast here. Good morning. How are you?
How are you?
Good, good. I'm still in time? Got a bit of time?
Yes.
Good. So, the White Restaurant. Alrighty guys, my favorite, just the way I like it. A nice and roomy buffet. You can just go for all the options that you might want. I can get an egg here, right? Alright. Is it also possible to do like maybe like 3 whole eggs and 3 egg whites? Yes, yes. With tomato, onion, and mushroom. Okay, alright. So guys, here you can have some traditional Sri Lankan foods. Basically, okay, the chicken curry looks really good. We're gonna go for that. And here, basically, lots of different options. You're gonna definitely... Yesterday I've already checked it out. Ooh, yes, salted potatoes. Okay guys, here we're moving in for the final choice. I know it looks like a lot, but let me explain myself here a little bit. So basically, having like a nice little salad, a little bit of veggies, a little bit of carbs, potatoes, mushrooms, good amount of different meats, mostly beef, huge fruit platter, but it's actually not that big. A little bit of yogurt over there, nice egg, 3 whole, 3 egg whites. Looks a little bit smaller than that actually, but yeah, mango smoothie. How you doing? I've heard you have like some turtles here somewhere.
Sorry?
Turtle? Turtle?
Yeah, yeah.
Somewhere here?
Yeah, yeah.
Where is it? So guys, I have received the news that there is turtles somewhere on this property. Have to investigate a little bit. All right. So actually I saw somebody on Instagram posted like the hotel story, whatever. Okay, we're approaching the turtles here in the back. Nice, nice, nice. All right, should be here, right? Ah, there we go. Look at that, guys. There's freaking little baby turtles. There we go. So is this for dinner?
Sorry?
Is this for dinner? I'm kidding. Don't worry about it. Guys, look at how cute they are. Just swimming in there. Nice. Oh, I can take one. All right. I always wanted to have a little turtle. Okay.
Okay, so today is a release in the here.
Today? What time?
About 6 o'clock, yeah?
Yeah, 6 o'clock in the evening today?
Yeah,
wow, okay. Gonna be releasing this one right now. Whoop, whoop. Look
This one in the today is the morning in the...
Everybody gets a turtle. Turtle Jack. Oh shit, look at that. Alrighty guys, so I have received a turtle. Look at this. Are you ready for your future life? Are you ready to conquer the seas? Deer. The thing I have to tell you, I have found my favorite place in Sri Lanka, my favorite beach town, and I would say let the scenery talk a little bit more for me right now. So we are in the beach town of Ahangama, Sri Lanka, and I have to tell you, I've been in the country for already over a month. I came back because I kind of didn't fully enjoy the beaches here. I liked them, they were nice, but they were very busy, they weren't very wide, and I just felt like there's more to see. So I extended my visa, and this is where I ended up. Today I want to take you along a little bit on this town, which is called Ahangama. Right now I have just moved into the hotel I'll be staying for the next few days. It is called The Hotel. So the name of the hotel is The Hotel Sri Lanka, and I have to tell you, this place is beautiful. The entrance when you walk in, it's kind of like a, let's say, fairly small boutique hotel, but it makes it feel just so cozy. You're right by the water. They have a fantastic cafe. I've already had some coffee and some food there. So I'll take you along over the next few days here as well. So this is, I think, their pretty much like, let's say, deluxe ocean view room, and what an ocean view room it is. So definitely a very nice minimalist design, concrete, got a nice bed, very nice boutique bathroom. And I'll show you around here as well over the next few days. I'm really excited to have dinner tonight here because they're cooking on a wooden fireplace. But for right now, I would say it's time to get on two wheels and yeah, see a little bit what this town is all about. So my number one reason was come for the beaches, but number two, I wanted to find something that is a little bit calmer, a little bit more authentic, while still have some, basically in the other beach towns, there was just a lot of like really regular, like let's say little like restaurants. But here so far, I've seen some really cool places, including this hotel, including some other spots I walked by. So I want to show you around today. Let's go.
Natthimmelen glittrar, dimman ligger till. Morgonen röjer, de djupa skogarna tystnar. Natthimmelen glittrar.
Guys, it is their new year actually right now. I spontaneously walked out to a cafe. Almost everything is closed, almost everybody went home, but they are inviting you for a party here in the local cafe for New Year's. Wow, what a feast that is. That is all traditional Sri Lankan. Looks very original.
Yeah.
All sweet or?
All sweet though.
Wow. Sugar shock incoming. All right. So what is the thing about New Year's in Sri Lanka? Most people celebrate with their family?
Yeah, they all have it.
So everything is empty because everybody goes home, or?
Inside the village, inside the home.
Okay, I see. Well, some Sri Lankan coffee. So guys, sun is setting. I would say this is the moment I fell in love with Ahangama. I was just describing to someone kind of like this feeling of a place where not that much is developed, but yet there's like 10-20 nice cafes, 10-20 nice hotels, and it just feels right. You have to kind of like know where to go to, you have to know where to look for. This is the Cactus Cafe, super nice beach down there. Some busyness is going on in the back, and yeah, absolutely beautiful vibe. And honestly, like, this is what I mean. It's like right by the beach. There's not too many of these shops, but there's another like somewhat fancy cafe, and yeah. Heading out, but first a little bit, I would say, of breakfast time. So the hotel is right by the beach, the breakfast place. Yesterday I had dinner there. Let me just show you, you will see it very soon. So basically it's like a nice small little hotel. Felt really comfortable here for the past like 24 hours. Very much boutique. Let's walk a little bit through the lobby. So given good weather conditions, which most of the times we are having, this is pretty much what you're walking out into every single morning and evening. So as always, I'm a little bit, let's say, last minute for the breakfast. Good morning. For a quick breakfast. All right. Can we do avocado toast for breakfast? Okay guys, so this is their Alaya restaurant here, also where they serve breakfast. I have to tell you one thing, the vibe here really is so different from the rest of Sri Lanka that I've experienced before. The nature feels really massive. So basically this is their also restaurants in the evenings. Yesterday actually I tried their food, is absolutely fantastic. But really, let's say it like that. Anywhere else in the world probably would be even more expensive. Obviously this place is priced a little bit higher, but yesterday the starters, the dessert, everything was super amazing. It gets really busy, so if you're planning to come through, have some drinks, have some dinner, I would say probably one of the best places I've been to in Sri Lanka so far. And what really makes it is they have a fireplace, they have their own fireplace, have a nice little bar, so in the evenings the vibe here is really, really nice. Can get quite busy, so depending what day you come, as you see right now, super peaceful. And let me say it like that, Ahangama for me the past few days as I've been walking around, you go down all the way back there and it's just pure massive nature. So the thing about most beaches, they're kind of like a bay in Sri Lanka that I've seen before. So if you go further down the coast here, there's going to be Weligama, Marissa, which are all more of a bay. The water is more calm, perhaps better for swimming, but also more developed. So here there's only a couple of hotels, only a couple of nice cafes, and you see this people basically surfing in the background. I think here at the hotel they also have surfboards that you can lend out. So boom, just go down these stairs. Okay guys, so I've been testing the waters here a little bit, and I have to tell you, it feels raw. Basically, you can swim quite nicely here. Right now I think the waves are a little bit bigger than they usually are, but going in, no problem, pure sand in this one corner. But the best part is this little island in the back. When you're in the water, you're just kind of looking on it, and truly a nice little adventure factor, even when you are staying in such a nice place. Okay guys, so driving out right now to explore right now a little bit Ahangama. The first thing you're gonna notice is the nature here is just insane. So look at this. This is most beaches around here. Very long, the waves are hitting strong and the nature just feels powerful. So honestly, in terms of just like the vibe, the ocean vibe, I would probably say that Ahangama takes the cake, especially considering I had the scooter, I was driving around the other beach towns close by, Weligama, Marissa. Everything's much more quiet, the waters, but much busier in terms of tourism. So this is kind of like a raw place in many ways, just the way I like it. So here we got my blue little demon that is transporting me around the island. Let's go to the main street of Ahangama and see what is going on there. Wear your helmet around here for sure. Otherwise, you're gonna be in trouble with the police. Okay guys, so one of the things right away I like a lot about the town of Ahangama is that mostly it's a local village. People are going about the day-to-day life. We just see some like, I guess, school, university students or whatever. I'm sure it's a very low population. We're about to drive into the main town, but at the same time there's a couple of super nice cafes, a nice kind of like area I want to show you right now. What's up boys? Hey! So I like it that it's not like a fully taken over by tourism village. Well, this is the main street, this is the main town of Ahangama, so actually fairly busy. We got some nice music popping in the back end here. One of the nice cafes, I've checked it out the other day, Marshmallow Beach and Cafe. So let's see what we can find in here. Maybe some beautiful food, maybe some interesting beaches. Excuse me sir, you're on my seat.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, how you doing? Good to see you. Alrighty, so we knew we're gonna meet here. I guess you've been here for a bit?
Yeah.
For a minute?
2 hours maybe.
So yeah, in the first videos of this video series, you have been already a guest.
Yeah,
So
It's been 3 weeks, I think, we met.
yeah. So you're very much for a month in Sri Lanka right now?
Yeah, it's almost in a few days. It's gonna be months. Time to leave before I extend my visa. Otherwise, I'm gonna be here another 3 months.
The right choice to spend the rest here. So I just drove down from. Oh, actually, this is the Ahangama video. I was about to say I drove down from Weligama, but this is the video for Ahangama. What's your thoughts on the town?
It's beautiful. I think, as you mentioned, it's one of the towns that still sacred, like spots, a lot of them, and it's not super touristy like Ikadua or Iriketia, for example.
So basically, with the scooter, I just drove down from Weligama. It's a different world. People walk on the beach. There's tons of people. Like you get stopped every 20 seconds. Here, just peace.
It's still not a city. It's still a small town. You have the village vibe. You have the modern places like here.
But you got at least like 10 good cafes or something.
Yeah.
And you know what? Actually, the Wi-Fi here in some places is pretty good. Have you tried? Like better than down. Like I was at the big hotels down there. It's not as good as some here. So
internet is a problem in Sri Lanka.
But
there's
here,
only a few spots where you can upload your YouTube videos.
Yeah. Well, basically what I mean is like you have reasonable convenience here, nice places, decent Wi-Fi, but still kind of like a little bit undiscovered in many ways. So yeah.
Happy to be back.
Yeah.
Nice.
This is the beach, guys. Full beachfront. I guess let me just walk out a little bit. So this is what I mean. Empty beach. You got this nice cafe, and the food is actually really good. Alrighty.
We have our coffees here.
Very nice. With a little marshmallow, matching the cafe. All right, dude. Good to see you again. We'll wrap it up. Start together, finish together.
Finish together, exactly.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And you know, considering the prices, how much is this one? Like 800, 900 rupees? I'm gonna say something wrong. Maybe we're gonna get.
So, ice latte is 1,100.
Okay, not cheap. I was about to say the prices are pretty good, but like $3-4 bucks.
Yeah, but this is more like Western style place, so the prices are higher.
So generally, I would say food is actually priced quite reasonable. Coffees, if you want to have a good coffee, it's actually not easy to find good coffee. That is the other thing I wanted to mention. Coffee. All right. So beach access it is. So the first day I came down here in Ahangama to the main beach. The main thing you kind of notice basically is there's not that much going on. So basically the busy town we just drove is one layer behind it, and all you kind of have is like one nice cafe here, another one there, maybe the third one. This is where they, let's say, had the New Year's celebration. Today kind of like the waves, the tide is much higher than the other day, but yeah, basically beautiful beach, fairly kind of like blue turquoise water. Here in the evenings, quite a nice and busy bar. So basically that's really what makes this town so different. The vibe is different. I was just talking with Davud, even like the people here are a bit more, it's a bit more cozy, cushy in the sense of that when you walk around, people hold eye contact a little bit longer than in most places. I don't know, maybe it's just me, maybe I'm staring people down, but it's a cool thing. So out of all the places in all of Sri Lanka, this one right here is probably the one where I could imagine to set myself off for a couple of weeks, maybe get like a nice guest house, hotel, whatever it may be. As said before, Wi-Fi is pretty good. So speaking from, let's say, a remote living perspective, the vibe on the ground is good. I'm sure you can meet some really cool people here. So there's also definitely, you see, people don't just come for purely travel or surfing, but you also see it in the air. There's some people in the cafes working with their laptops, so it's kind of like a nice mix. It's not full on like, hey, like this is like a whatever digital nomad hotspot, but it's also not like a super touristy town. Really cozy, really something. So yeah, right now it's actually like my last week in Sri Lanka, and I feel kind of on the one side happy, on the other side funny that I found the beach town that I enjoyed the most at the very end, but I guess the best we save for last. So yeah, I had an amazing stay staying at the hotel back there. Gonna walk around a little bit with Davud, but yeah, mark it on the map if you're coming to Sri Lanka, Ahangama. I think right now it's at a perfect spot of development where it's really raw, really still has like a, especially the nature, a bit of an adventurous vibe, whereas at the same time you're having these nice crusty pizza, crusty crab pizza. No, it's not, but yeah. let's get back. Let's finish our coffee. Alrighty, nice little coffee. Let's hop back on this scooter and let's see what is going on around the area here. Taking Dawood's money and phone with knives. What is the knife for? To kill people? Oh, that's nice. Alrighty guys, so we're just driving through. Dawood's asking funny. So what is the knife for? Is it for... Alright. I got some nice shots for like an intro or something.
What's happening?
They have knives, didn't you see?
Knives, yeah. But they were smiling still.
Yeah, I asked him what is it for. He's like, I'll put it at the beginning of some video. This is how they treat you in Sri Lanka.
This is how they treat you in Sri Lanka with the knife. Alright, brother, we need to go back 1 kilometer then left.
Yeah.
There should be another station.
What about Weligama?
Weligama.
Is there anything interesting?
But it's far from here.
Yeah, sure. So what do you need the knife for?
Yeah, today,
Is the knife for food? Or for what? Animal?
No animal.
Oh, look at that. Are you from Russia?
No, Sri Lanka.
Russia? No, are you Ruski? Russia? Да, все, okay. Look at that. Да. Русский Sri Lankan. Да. Okay, let's see you 2012. Okay, давай, пока. Все.
How random is that?
So guys, we're stopping by in the neighboring town right next to Ahangama, pretty much, you know, somewhat walking distance, called Weligama, very famous for their surfing here, and they're cool. You the coconut man? All right, you have cool ones as well?
Mr. Cool Coconut.
Let's try their nuts here. Hello. Dawood has been here before.
Yeah. 1 year ago I come here. Yeah, I had some. Yes. Now is you.
Yeah.
You only.
We can get 2 coconuts. Please. Cool, yeah.
If you have cool, yeah, that would be nice.
So.
Can we get a green one? Yeah.
Let's make our way through the beach. Let's take a look. So that's really the cool thing. Just a couple of little shops by the beach, and this is pretty much what we're looking at over there. Oh, okay, wow, I get it now. So basically the hotel, from the window we're looking at this little island. This is pretty much the other side, and I mean, what else can you ask for? We're right by the water. The waves are looking very inviting, actually. So there's like a little peak you can walk in the front. So yeah, let's see. Oh yeah, the man is on it.
Here's the best part.
I did?
Now they're opening it.
Oh, we got another one going, right? Oh yes. Masterfully.
Oh, so fresh. Fresh, sweet.
As they should be. Woo! Yeah, you got a little straw going? Appa.
Bro, be Sri Lankan. Drink it straight.
Oh yeah?
Sure. Like an animal. Let's go.
Yeah, I think we're good actually.
Just go ahead.
Bro.
Oh, cheers.
You know I'm a savage.
This is how you drink the coconut. I used to drink with a straw too, but...
Ah, come on man, straws. you know, we both know how you feel when you drink with straws.
I think it's a different property.
Oh yeah? Well, then the 2 chairs in the front I think are reserved for us, so...
I hope you didn't record that.
Unfortunately, I didn't record that.
Wow, that's so good. Super fresh. Where are these people from? I come 7 months ago.
These coconuts, I have to tell you, I'm a coconut connoisseur at this point, and they're not all made equal. This is a solid 9 out of 10. What were you saying about Weligama? Nothing?
Weligama is too touristy and not so nice. There are so many better places in Sri Lanka you can be.
Failed society.
Yeah, rather than being somewhere that it's just over touristy, overpriced, and yeah. Look at this, it's only 10 minutes away and you are...
It's a different vibe.
The nature and more natural with the village people.
I think the thing, well, but at the same time you have really fancy cafes and restaurants as well, so it's kind of like a mix. And I think the Weligama and Marissa, it's more of a bay, so the beach looks different, it's more quiet.
True.
And also like more quiet, the waters. Here you feel like a bit like Australia, almost like pretty big waves, honestly.
Yeah, and quite deep. Like 1 meter and you're already down maybe 3-4 meters.
So guys, after you finish them, they open it up for you and they give you
it's a part 2
coconut jelly. Oh yes. Wonderful, thank you.
It's 2 tea. I can code.
Yeah.
You have a little spoon there.
Ooh, so make you a spoon out of the coconut itself. Wow, look at that. Coconut jelly straight from Mother Nature.
How's that?
That's good, man.
So fresh. Sometimes it's too hard to eat. What happened?
I'm Mark Weens.
But that was your second bite. What was the reaction?
It doesn't matter, man. You have to have, you can fake your food orgasm whenever you need to, you know?
Feeling good? And as a coconut?
No, I'm good. 1,000. No change. It's okay. Thank you. Stood team.
Thank you so much. See you. Good luck with the business. See you next time.
Are we not going? Let's go, brother. Woo. Easy. Goodbye, my friend. Not lover. It has been a while. It has been a while. Bye-bye.
All the best.
See you soon in some other country.
Sri Lanka, and see you in the next country.
All right.
Inshallah.
Mashallah. Let's go. See you soon. Bye-bye. So Dawood's going his way. Woo.
We can give him a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Something's happening to me.
Okay guys, and speaking of my favorite beaches, some of my favorite places in, let's say, the coastal area. So Marissa, Weligama, Ahangama, everywhere I've gone to, there's only a few places that I feel like really stick out. And this place, Peti Peti, I keep coming back to it. The very time I arrived on the coast, good coffee here, pretty good food, and on the weekends, always live music. So be it for a sunset, stopping by, breakfast. So right now, I'm gonna be having dinner. Just ordered some shrimp dishes. Gonna be having that. Little pina colada going. Usually I don't go for the cocktails, but tonight gonna be having a little bit of fun. So I think especially because it's right by the beach, palm trees, you hear the ocean, and you know it's not easy to find like a good sunset spot here. And I would say this right here, it's one of the best. Right, so there will be tonight's dinner here. I'm going for shrimp pasta. Rarely having it, but this looks fantastic. Got some tuna sashimi, some nice little drinks, iced tea. Okay guys, so what can I say? We are finishing off Sri Lanka in a very strong fashion. Found my favorite places in the country, found plenty of reason to come back. Another one here is the Roof, one of the bigger hotels in Weligama. I like to come here just to like walk around a little bit, get the tent, get the cardio. And I have to tell you, this is actually, yeah, Weligama town I told you about. I've covered it in many other videos. You can just check on the channel in the video series. I like it, but it's different. Ahangama is my little baby here in Sri Lanka. Definitely will be back, if not this year, then in the coming ones. And yeah, if you're new here by any chance, let's say it like that. The World to See stands for the idea of building a life of freedom around the world. So here on the vlog channel, I just document my life, my day-to-day, different places I go to, maybe a little bit of adventure, maybe a little bit of insights on, like, let's say different countries and why I think they might have certain benefits in terms of lifestyle and so on. But yeah, if you want to get in touch a bit more, join me as always on Instagram. There you can see day-to-day where I am. Usually yeah, usually every other day I post some stories, some little updates, a little bit behind the scenes. And yeah, on that note, you too, better world to see.